Welcome back to the SAFC Round-up. Hope you guys have had a great week. And now it's our time again to go through all of the recent news surrounding Sunderland and just give my opinion on it. So without further ado, let's get into this. So last weekend, Preseason got underway with two back-to-back victories against South Shields and Gateshead. I was at the game against Shields and we had a box, so it was a pretty good day out overall. A thrilling 4-3 win, a very young Sunderland team, has to be said, impressing especially up front. The same comment said really at the back, we definitely looked a bit, well, not the best at the back, I'll be honest. I think that main highlight was probably Luke O'Neill and Ellis Taylor both getting mugged off by a fucking part-time plumber, which was, I thought was pretty interesting. Ben Crompton made his debut at the back. I thought he looked pretty solid, looked like a real leader at such a young age as well. And also Trey Ogunsuyi as well on the wing, hopefully I said his name correctly. When he came on as substitute, he looked bright as well, looks like a real deal for the future. And of course the main man Chris Rigg, our prized possession if you like, he looked really good, scored his first goal against Shields, so very good there. Also, Isaac Lahoud as well, more on him later, but he actually really did impress me against Shields. I thought he looked pretty good. Same with Abdullah Barr and Jack Clark as well. And then obviously the game against Gateshead again wasn't that great at the back. We found ourselves 2-0 down at one point. Joe Bellingham looked really good in that game. He essentially ran the show in midfield. Obviously, great play, to get Dan Neal's goal to put us back in the game before half time. Niall Huggins got a goal. That's definitely not a sentence you'd say. As well as Michael Spellman, who actually played in both games. He actually got the assist for Chris Rigg's goal against Shields. So obviously he had a couple of good games there. And it's not a bad thing to start off pre-season with 2 wins. Obviously the Mags, since we are playing on Tyneside both games, obviously you're going to expect a few Mags to show up in support of the lower league teams that we're facing. Which in reality was just, let's be honest, they fucking went just to fucking throw shit at us. Let's be honest, that's the reason why they went. It Shields wasn't as bad, it was like one little section behind one of the goals where there was clearly some marks there, but it was mostly just good banter between the two fans there. However, Gateshead, it's fair to say they took it a little bit too seriously. I can't actually say I've heard the chant, "We forgot that you were here." Chanted at a friendly before, but there's a first time for everything clearly. And yeah, to be fair, it really was just a bunch of fucking knackers who they're going into Portal Gateshead when really they just went there just to fucking chat shit about us. It is just a little embarrassing. And then obviously this morning, I was about to say last night, but actually this morning for us, we kicked off our tour in the USA with a nice 3-1 win against San Antonio. The two SAFCs essentially going up against each other. Once again, Chris Rigg and Luis Semedo with the goals there. I've got to say, fucking Abdullah Barr's pass for Rigg's goal, top notch. Barr looked fucking solid in those 2 games so far. And nice influence well from Rigg, Semedo, obviously once again causing problems for the defence. He's looking like a really nice pickup, He's basically, he literally has all of Joe Gelhart's strengths plus more. He actually is like a natural goal scorer. So, not only is his off the ball just fantastic, is the fact he is getting himself in good positions to actually fucking score is very good as well. Also, obviously, Juice and Bennett obviously ran up the win and added time. A brilliant solo effort from him. He's definitely looking a lot more confident, you could say, so far in pre-season. However, we won't mention the fact that Anthony Patterson was lobbed from 60 yards. Yeah, fuck. But from what I did see of the game, I didn't actually watch the game because I value my sleep. But from what I did see of the game, it was a pretty high intensity game. The lads really did work hard in the Texas heat, which even at like 8 o'clock at night in Texas, it's going to be really warm. So yeah, fair play to the lads. And speaking of Newcastle United, what a surprise that their fans turned up to that game as well, even fucking thousands of miles away in another fucking continent. They were there But yeah, to these two, they've had the absolute piss taken out of them on Twitter. Like literally, just go on Twitter and look at what they had the absolute piss taken out of them. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's just, they brought it upon themselves. They did, and like to be fair, like who there probably are just a couple of Americans who didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal for it. Might be a little bit funny, but yeah, little did they know that it's actually a pretty common occurrence for fucking Marcus to show up at Sunderland games. So there's that. And this week there were a lot, and I mean a lot, of transfer rumours, especially with a lot of strikers, so bear with me here because this is going to be a long list. Starting off with Tom Cannon, we were linked with a move for him last week. I think it was last Sunday it was reported. There was a rumoured bid of around about £3 million plus add-on, so similar to what Coventry played for Ellis Sims. He scored 8 goals in 28 games last season for Preston, so clearly has an eye for goal. It did seem like we had moved on from Cannon that went for other targets, but mostly hearing rumours that apparently there's a deal's been done. I don't know what to fucking believe. You just don't, do you? Like literally until either Fabrizio Romano confirms it or there's a picture of the scarf. He's kind of really just trying to think. And then Croatian striker Matija Frigan. If it has been rumoured to be in the North East. Obviously last week it was rumoured that he actually had flown over to the North East to have a look around. Obviously at the time it wasn't really clear whether it was for us, Newcastle or Middlesbrough. But so obviously as the week progressed it was made clear that he was hit to see us. We had apparently an initial bid of around €4 million rejected by his club. Apparently he actually does want to make the move. He actually does want to come here. However, other reports suggested he just actually wants to sign for Dinamo Zagreb. So again, you don't know what to believe. 20-year-old striker, 13 goals and 27 appearances for Rijeka in the Croatian top division. So not too bad. He also featured for Croatia at the under-21 Euros. So clearly has got a lot of potential there. Also a little link for the Ukrainian striker Nazari Rusin. This one wasn't really as concrete as the other ones for Cannon and Friggin, however. I think it's like one article that was brought about him, and then that was it. I haven't really heard much about him since. Again, 13 goals in 30 games in the Ukrainian Premier League, so not too bad there. And the team he plays for did qualify for the Europa League, so he can't be that shit. Versatile player, you can put it up front and on the wings as well, which is obviously nice to have. And another forward that can play up front and on the wings, Eliza Mayenda, a French forward who plays for Sochaux in Ligue 2. Apparently, he on the verge of actually signing him. Like that actually seems to be the most concrete one, other than Friggin. Yeah, only 1 goal and 15 appearances last season in League 2, but again, that was his first season in professional football, so he's still improving, but obviously a lot of raw potential there. Not necessarily maybe in our plans to go straight into the starting 11, but obviously wouldn't be a bad option for the bench and stuff like that. Dutch midfielder Tom Hay has also been rumoured to be on his way for a medical. That's as far as it's gotten in terms of Hay. Obviously, we've been linked with him for most of the windows so far. He's a 28-year-old midfielder, and he plays for Heerenveen in the Eredivisie. Highly rated out there, so wouldn't be that much of a bad player. Maybe a potential replacement for Corey Evans. Who knows? Yeah, like I said, the rumour that he was coming out here for medical. Nothing's spoken out since, so I'm not sure how true that actually was. Sidney van Hooijdonk has been linked with us and Southampton. He's a 23-year-old striker. Spent last season on loan at Heerenveen again. 16 goals and 33 appearances. So a very good season for him. He's currently out of favour at Bologna, his parent club. So will be a nice little pick up for us. Also have our 2 Man United youngsters linked with us as well. Nathan Bishop, goalkeeper, 23 years old. He seems to be the 4th choice at United at the moment. Behind Tom Heaton and Dean Anderson as well. Sorry, he'll be 3rd behind Henderson and Heaton. Obviously, Onana work for me. Sorry. Onana seems to be joining United any day now as well, so he'll then probably be 4th choice. So he's gonna be out of favour at United. He would provide some real competition for Anthony Patterson. because, you know, I think Patterson, you know, like, now he currently is the only first-team goalkeeper at the club at the moment. You know, to have, like an actual 23-year-old who's not League 2 quality, actually can fucking has a good potential, you know. Why not, you know? And then the other one, Noam Emeran as well, a 20-year-old winger. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about him. There wasn't really much information about him online. I don't know that much about him, I'll be honest. Again, he can play on either side of the wing, so again, maybe like another one for, you know, like maybe like a year unknown for him. I'll go back to Bishop. Actually, I forgot to mention this. We actually apparently we did have a bid put in for Bishop, which was turned down by United. But however, I believe that is mostly just down to like a squad depth in the goalkeeper position, which is weird. So I'm gonna assume they're waiting to actually get Onana on the books before actually getting rid of Bishop, which I suppose makes sense in a way. But you know, there's that. So yeah, a lot of players linked there. I've managed to cover all of them in around 5-6 minutes, so not too bad for me there. Whew. So it was confirmed early in the week that Alex Bass will be joining AFC Wimbledon on loan for the season. Actually almost scored on his debut, which I find pretty interesting, how he's always been the better goal scorer, and he was saving the goals, obviously paying homage to his goal against Newcastle's under-21s, you know, the hand of God, which I thought will be forgotten very quickly. Probably one of the most questionable signings in the KLD and Speakman era. Probably just behind Frederick Alves for me. If you fucking remember him, I'll give you a cookie. You know, he just didn't really seem that great. He didn't really seem up to championship standard. And you know, like there literally was a fucking whole failed compilation of him when he was down in League 2 with Bradford. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there. And to be fair, in the 2 appearances they did make first wasn't great. You know, Sheffield Wednesday in the cup wasn't great, and Shrewsbury not amazing either. And obviously in his appearances for the under-21s, he wasn't fantastic either in those games. So there's that. You know, he seems like a nice guy. He just doesn't seem good enough, really. And then the final story is surrounding Isaac Lahoud. Now on, I think it was on Friday morning, it seemed as though he could be actually on his way to Qatar, which is interesting. You know, we only did just sign him in January, and apparently some team in Qatar wants to sign him. So there's that. And apparently rumours go that we actually were looking to actually accept the bid. So I'm assuming it must be a decent bid, because like, you know, we're gonna be at least making our money back, or if not making a profit. It's kind of that bad. I mean, he just hasn't really played enough for me to really judge him. But you know, the 2 games against South Shields and also against San Antonio, where apparently he did well. I hope it keep him. You know, I honestly do believe he's probably a better, he has a future at Sunderland right now. But you know, if the money's there, why not? You know, why not? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that one pans out, I think. And that's gonna be it for this roundup. A little bit of a long one today, but you know, I had quite a lot to cover, so I hope you guys understand that. Yep, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.